Greetings, Keepers, and welcome back to Keeper Roguelike, where in the last episode, we plumbed the depths of a dungeon, which I am reliably informed in the comments, really has no pillage mechanic. There are no real groups down there that once I kill the leader, I can automatically pillage the place. So my plans have changed in regards to exploring that location. Now, if you have a look at our current lineup, we've got two vampire nobles who, they're both kind of messed up, honestly. Sheilab and Dakota have both got injured heads and thus are a little bit blind. I don't know if their intrinsic attacks can actually work now because they have lost their head has been injured. So this leaves us in a bit of a tricky position regarding getting them healed up. We may find that a regeneration mushroom will help, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that for Sheilab. But I think we're going to want to make a new vampire noble, specifically to be able to eventually plumb the depths of those dungeons, because I want to bring all those corpses back, you see. We've got a lot of things that we want to make. Now, while we're preparing for that, how much gold have I got? I've got a little bit. Okay, so first and foremost, I want an extra head. Next, I want telepathy. That'll be useful for locating things to kill. Next, I would like infinite carrying capacity. The fourth balsam that we're going to use, let's go with lesser balsam of defense. And I think whilst training limit is nice, we might not really want to go for that one. Let me have a quick look at my vampire nobles. Their training limit is already 7. Well, I guess that does mean that they would be able to get some higher spells if we were to give them the training limit boost. Eventually, they would be able to learn the master sorcery option. So I guess I will grab that for now. Although it is tempting to go for spell damage, for example, I think planning for the future is the better way to go here. Furthermore, let's go ahead and quickly have a gander at the various floors, see if we have found any gold lying around, any more gold anyway. No, nothing more standing out right now. Well, we could always go a little bit higher then, I suppose, but for the time being, we're not going to have any materials available for us to make that final balm. That's definitely something I would like to do. So I think before we finish off that work then, we are instead going to continue plumbing the depths. Z level 1, or rather -1. This is going up. Okay, so -1 is up and 1 is down. All right, well, that's fine. Let's go on down then. We'll continue plumbing the depths in this direction. We don't need to worry over much about this area in regards to having any kind of doors down here. This is a mine. But what I would like to do is have a eyeball just kind of sat there, just watching. Maybe we'll also pop down a regular torch as well, just on the far wall. That way, these eyeballs always have some decent visibility in these rooms. Let's also add an eyeball right about there as well. I think it should actually be there rather than anywhere else. Apparently not. No, never mind. Don't mind me, just placing everything in the wrong place. Let's remove construction there and there. There we go. That will do. And we'll also continue to build up, I think. Let's go up and continue exploring out these various levels. We want some more gold right now. We've got stone, we've got iron, we've got a bit of gold, and we've got something else as well. Okay, this level seems to have quite a few little surprises for us. I want to dig down from about there. Oh, let's go down the next level. About here, all the way down. Make this room nice and cozy, I think. There we go, that'll be perfect. Right, from there, we'll head on out. Now, given how large this area is, I think a single corridor all the way down would be fine. All the way down to about there. Right, we're crossing potentially a river here by the looks of it. You can always sort of see that kind of thing, or at least a cave, because we can't dig it. It's useful information that we can glean from the map, though I'm going to be honest, it does feel a little bit cheesy to get information that way. Alright, let's get all of that dug out. We're also going to want materials up here. At this point, I think we can have a branch of the mine head up in this direction. Now, I would very much like to get our elite zombies on this job because it's a fairly long one and they're going to have just a single tunnel to work down. So getting the best zombies for the job kind of makes a lot of sense to me. But over there is something hidden. We don't know what that hidden thing is, but it could easily be an enemy. It could be an ally. It could also be a tunneling enemy, which might not be great for us. Occasionally, you do stumble upon them. Ratmen are a pretty good example of that, actually. Right, let's pop that there as well. Okay, there we go. Now, let's head on back up all the way, and we'll see what we have discovered right at the top over here. Oh, got a little bit of something hidden there. No gold up here, though, but we've got a decent bit of iron ore. Sure, that won't be a terrible thing for us to discover, though it does throw off our plan a little bit. But that's fine. We can easily manage this. Again, this is just a mine, so it isn't really that important overall. There we go. We'll have a little branch coming up there, I suppose. Well, actually, given everything else, we may as well branch up there. Well, no, I actually kind of like having a structure to this. So even though the structure has already been damaged by that, I can always build a wall there to seal it back off again if I really, really, really want to. And I probably do. Right, let's get all the way over here. Now, this might be interesting. We may actually be going out. I can see some areas are highlighted a different color. I'm not sure what that will entail. This may be external. Perhaps we're going to dig out into an area overlooking the kind of a plateau or something like that. Let's bring this out. Get all of this mined up. Eventually, we will gather all of these resources, and they will be useful for stone floors and coffins and the likes. Oh, wow. Well, the keeper's having some fun. Good. Enjoy yourself. Alright, well, with that done, let's head on back down and have another explore. Now, we do have a couple of moose outside, which I would not be opposed to going and taking out. Bington, the skeletal wolf. Bington, we're going to go and deal with the moose. Please don't die. If you die, I'm going to be very ashamed of you. Really? Is that... The moose is too fast. You're a skeletal wolf! I don't even... Alright, fine. I guess we are going to want an archer then. Let's grab you and get back out there. Now, our archer here should be able to handle the moose. I would hope. How far can we fire? Not far at all, sadly. That's fine. Just need to get you kind of cornered. That should do. Let's see. Alright. Good. Pretty solid shot there. Now, where's the other one? Oh, it's all the way over there. And again. Splat. Marvellous. Alright, you're good. Thank you. We can give an order to send our zombies out there to grab these. We can make a room there just to make sure that all of this stuff is collected. There we go. And all of that as well. We haven't got that long in the night remaining, but if we have a look at our zombies, vulnerable to sunlight still, infinite carrying capacity and dead. Now, I'm starting to wonder if infinite carrying capacity is really actually going to be that useful for my zombies here. I'm genuinely beginning to wonder about that one. We could make it, let's see, so carrying capacity, I'm assuming that's what we popped on them. Digging boost as well, and well, remove permanent slowness. I am thinking about permanent darkness perhaps instead, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully they'll be able to bring all of that in before the light catches up with them. But we definitely need to get our vampire nobles and just see if they can be helped. So we're going to control G-Lab, and I would like you to consume this mushroom. Apply. There you are. We're regenerating. Hopefully that will sort you out. We'll come back and check in on G-Lab in a little bit. Right, with that, let's speed things along again. I'd kind of like to smarten up our little area down here, frankly. Whilst the mines are being dug, let's go for reinforced walls all the way around the grave. There you go. And in terms of floors, let's go with some nice stone flooring underneath the graves themselves and also underneath the eye. But the rest of the floors should just be regular stone floors, I think. There we go. That will look lovely once it's done. All right. Now, let's check back in on She-Lab. Has She-Lab regenerated the head? No. That is unfortunate. Okay. So getting 2 heads is going to be a big help because it'll mean that you'll always have the bite attack. Yeah. The fact that the head has been injured means that the fangs do not work anymore. And that is deeply, deeply dissatisfying. All right, well, we're learning how to better manage our minions, which is always nice. We will probably set up a little area to dig out here and investigate whatever this mystery is there. And while all of that's going on, let's have a quick look down here. All right, we've got a fair bit of digging to go, though. Ooh, something over here. Something interesting. All right, well, I'll dig a little way in there. And should it be... Oh, actually, it looks like we might be able to get in there quite quickly. Zombie Elite, the zombie. Nice. Infinite character capacity, undead. Let's have a quick look. Does it say... Yeah, 23 on your digging. Let's find out what you've just discovered, shall we? Can we control you? We should be able to. Let's have a peek. Is it just a cave? It might just be a cave. Sometimes they go nowhere. Sometimes they go somewhere very interesting. But honestly, right now... The boring areas, they're fine. But I'm going to go ahead and drop a cut here. We're going to come back once we've gathered up some gold, and I'm ready to make our newest and most capable vampire noble, who will probably become the overseer of our future excursions. A single vampire noble, very powerful support unit with magic, capable of carrying more or less everything that we're going to need. We just need a couple more bombs in order to do it. We've also got to get on top of setting up... Oh, that is a strong light source. Have we found lava? We have. Okay, so lava has been discovered. Assuming there is nothing terrible in this lava, no hidden fun times, then we're just going to bridge over it and continue on our way. But we're about to find that out. Okay, it looks somewhat safe for now. All right, we're going to build a stone bridge because obviously lava, and continue on our way. I shall bring you back when there is more to report. Well, this is an interesting position to find ourselves in. It seems that after very little time passing, we have discovered the special thing up here, and that is a cave bear. Yeah. Alright, I guess we're going to need to stop controlling you. You're probably not very long for this world, if I'm perfectly honest. We're also going to want a skeletal warrior that isn't messed up. That might be difficult to come by. Nevertheless, let's grab you, controlling you. And we're going to head up as far as we can. Oh. Huh. Perhaps I was incorrect there. Oh, I like this. I can just tell them to go up the levels and they will path their own way there. Okay, well, cave bear down. A leather helm there. Would I be correct in assuming that our zombie lost its head? I think we might. Alright, well, let's have a little peek up here to see what there is to see. Nothing too much outside here. In fact, very little. So that should be fine. We'll just stick a door there, I think. We don't want anyone just happening in. We'll just pop a little door right there. That should be fine. But, yes, leather helm there and cave bear corpse. So I think there's probably a zombie going around without a head. It's fine. They don't need one. But back to mining. Okay, the last of the gold has been dug. However, we have also dug into this little area. Let's go down and have a quick look. Oh, it's just a bunch of rats. Well, that's not great, I'm going to be honest. There is a rat leader, though. Let's get in there and take them out, shall we? I think a single zombie should be more than enough to deal with an entire tribe of rats. That should not be an issue, and there will just be rats now running around the place, but that's also fine. The zombies will eventually get to them. But what's important is we've got a lot of cash. Now, the rats are just going to be cornered and will eventually be taken out by the zombies or the skeletons as they push them into a place where they can't escape from. Like that. Perfect. Right. Now, can we pillage them all? No, it doesn't appear that we can. Well, that's fine. I can just order them to fetch all items. There we go. All the rat corpses should be brought along shortly. Now then, with cash in our pocket, 200 to be precise, it's time for us to at last get to building our newest vampire noble. Again, this noble is going to be built as a bit of a leader / support unit. We're going to get spell... well, actually, we'll start with the more important parts. Let's get an extra head. We will also add permanent telepathy. We want infinite carrying capacity, so they can also bring back any spoils of war. Spell training limit and lesser defense boost. There we go. That should do quite nicely. With that, we are then going to have a quick look at our archers currently. They've got some pretty beefy weapons, I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of impressed with what they're equipping with. Can we make short bows? No. Requires technology, archery. Okay, well, that'll take a little while for us to be able to get over to. That's fine for now, I suppose. But I would like some more skeletons. Let's go ahead and get at least 3 more skeletons. Let's pop you there and see what we can do. We don't have enough archery training limit. That's a shame. That being said, I mean, we were more or less going to be going with the swarming. I'm not sure how powerful that's going to be for archers because they're not going to be close to each other, which is the issue. I think maybe for our archers, it would be better if we made a couple of archery training limits. So how about I just cancel that order and get 2 archery training limit options as well, or rather 3. Let's go for 3. Well, in fact, we could go all the way and get 5 of them. How many of the other upgrades did we have? We've got defense boost 5, range damage 5, so sure. We'll go with the archery training limit 5 as well. There we go. We'll wait for all of that to get done, and then we are going to hopefully go out and start clearing out the unicorns. I'm debating whether or not I should bring with me some melee-capable units, and there is probably a good reason to do that. We certainly could try and throw that together, but for the most part, I just want to bring along a single vampire noble, and we'll just see how the archers can do as a group. We'll be taking quite a few of them with us, so that's the main thing. We'll also bring along 2 skeleton warriors, I guess, though realistically, they're coming along more to just be cannon fodder, if I'm honest. Right, our latest vampire noble is out. Lulian, the vampire noble. No. We need a better name. Please say hello to Isham, the vampire noble. Fantastic. Right, let's make sure that you're properly equipped. First and foremost, I would like you to have a skeletal wolf. Secondly, I would like you to have, well, probably not the best weapon we have. We'll reserve that for someone who is likely to be getting into combat. There are no other bows, it seems. Next up, I guess a wooden shield. There are no +2 wooden shields. As for the helms, again, I want you to have a better helm. So we're going to actually go with the iron helm there. I could give you the Kunutham. +5 spell speed, 2 spell damage, -2 damage overall, though. Or just make you more survivable. Do you need 2 helms? You do need 2 helms. That is glorious in ways that I can scarcely express to you right now. So I guess you could have one of these and one of the iron helm as well. That is so good. Ah, fantastic. We want you to have gloves +2. We want you to have the best armor that we can give you. So that is going to be just regular armor +4. Boots. We've got only +2 boots. That's fine. Now you've got 2 necklace slots. I hadn't even considered that an option. We don't yet have any necklaces to give you. But that is actually fantastic. I love that. Let's grab a defense mushroom, an escape scroll, and a regeneration scroll. And that should be you good to go. Now head on out and equip yourselves as soon as you're able. While all of that's going down, let's go ahead and get 5 skeleton archers. These archers, archery training limit, lesser balm of range damage bonus, and lesser defense bonus. Right, let's get those peeps made. This will be the force of darkness that you will be ordered to command. Now, thankfully, the skeletons do not suffer from vulnerability to light, but bringing along regular vampires would actually be a bit of a tricky one, because I would have to make sure that they are always within range of the vampire noble to receive their darkness buff and thus stay alive. But this should generally be okay. We've still got 261 gold there, which is actually kind of impressive, really, when you think about it. Now, let's have a look. Is there anything else down here we want to explore? I don't think there is, so I think it's time for us to plumb the depths a little bit deeper. Now, every time we go down, there is a risk that we might find something we really don't want to encounter, but it's just a risk we're going to have to take, I'm afraid. We're going to want to go down. Oh, well, we've got to wait for the stairs to be built first before we can actually do that. Why is everyone coming down here? Do you just want to explore down here? That being said, we could potentially take Isham out to explore the lava river, I guess, down here. Even when I mean, saying river with lava doesn't make any sense to me. I guess it would be if it was flowing down from a volcano. It makes as much sense as anything else. But I don't know. For some reason, I struggle with conceptualizing lava as a river. Ooh, we've got some more gold over here. That's fantastic. All right, well, we'll set up a new branch to mine. Might hit some more lava. I don't believe that the levels ever share, like anything will flow down from a higher level that I'm aware of. If we end up flooding this level with lava because we dig under the lava river again, though, again, anything underground feels more like a lake to me, even if it's long and winding. As long as it's not flowing from one place to the next, then it's a lake. But we will also want to find out what lies down here. And I'm going to set up the approach to that from the farther side so it takes the longest amount of time to do it. That should give us plenty of time to react to everything. But this is how you would expand with the infinite Z levels. You can just keep poking your head in deeper and deeper and deeper, or higher and higher and higher if you want to go up through a mountain, though realistically that's probably going to have an upper limit since the mountain will tend to taper. Right, Isham, let's have a look at you. Have you managed to grab everything that I need you to have? It looks like you have, yeah. You've even got your good boyo there. Well, in that case, Isham, we're actually going to go down. No, not down there, down the other side. Thank you. And I would like you to have a quick wander. Let's see what there is to see. There might be something interesting down here. No, that's the end of the map, I think. Yep. And down this side, this is very Dwarf Fortress, I've got to be honest. And I would love to imagine that the developer decided, this is homage to Dwarf Fortress. Just going to have random lava boundaries the deeper into the cave that you go. In fact, I think one of the earlier versions before they added Z levels had something like that. And again, I'm fairly certain it was in reference to Dwarf Fortress. Right, we've managed to reach spell training level 4. We've learned Animate Corpse. Very nice. And the spell of invisibility, that will make you significantly more survivable, I feel. We've got to take you a little bit further, though. We're getting there quite quickly, though. I'm going to be honest. I'm very, very impressed with how fast you're going through that. Hopefully, you will be done sleeping soon and continue on with your work. Now, in terms of our new skeletons, let's actually make sure that they're all equipped. They are absolutely not. That is unfortunate. Do we have bows to give you? We do. Right, well, then let's make sure that at least all of you have bows. In fact, how about I go through and properly set you all up? I mean, realistically, there's enough armor and gloves around that you should be equipping that yourself, frankly. I can but hope that you will eventually get to it. It does look like you are equipping things, so I'll give you a bit of time to finish up. Right, I will bring you back when we're ready to go on our excursion. Okay, I think we are ready to go. Alright then, so let's make a new team. We are going to want Isham in the new team. There we are. And we're also going to want all of our skeletal archers in that new team. And we're also going to bring along the skeletal warriors. There we go. I'm going to disband this team. I don't think we're going to be using that one again anytime soon. But with that, let's take control of Isham. Here we are. Right. First and foremost, let's get everyone together. Make sure that the entire team has plenty of time to get down here. There we go. And we will wait for Isham's loyal hound to arrive. eventually. Assuming that said loyal hound is... There we go. Let's mount up. There we are. Oh, no. That is the wrong person we're interacting with. Oh, no. That's your loyal hound. Where is Isham's then? Please tell me that the loyal hound is on the way. Oh, have I not set Isham up with a steed yet, I wonder? I was expecting one to be over here. Let's have a quick look. I'm going to temporarily just remove from that. Skeletal wolf is due. Right there. I wonder, is it sleeping? It may actually be asleep. Yes, it probably is. Right. Injured back. Okay, well, it's not... Let's take Satch. Right. I don't think that is actually a way for me to control Satch, sadly. So it's just going to be a matter of waiting on our pups to get here. There we go. Alright, we're ready to head out. Now then, we are going to go and deal with the unicorns. Killing the cave bear, by the way, gives a little bit of experience, which is actually quite nice. Let's move out here. Now, realistically, it might have actually been better to have Isham not riding anything, as that would allow him to see over the trees, but we'll see how things go. Maybe we'll just bring our loyal steed into combat, and we'll see how that one fares then. Right now, I just wanted to explore everything. Oh, okay. So we've got wolf spirits. There's the unicorn. My lord. Alright, I think it's probably going to be wise if we group up and switch over to full control. Move everyone in this direction. Get everyone out through and into the trees. There we are. And then the next turn, we're going to have Isham use their abilities to fully buff the group. Right, Isham. Going to want some bonuses now. First and foremost, well, I could cast fog, I suppose, but I would like... where is it? Mass damage bonus. Let's get that going. And now, as and where we're able to fight... Yeah, we can take the shot. One down. Perfect. Now, I'm going to be playing much more cautiously for now. We've already seen what just randomly letting everything do what it wants to do gets us. And that's right. A bunch of dead somethings. Right. Isham, let's move you up a little bit. Or we could go mass defense boost. Sure. And continue moving our archers up. I might be able to just draw the archers out, I suppose. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. But let's make sure we're taking our precautions, at least on the initial engagement. Okay, already taken a shot. Shot in the leg and collapsed. Well, that's not great, I must confess. Let's go ahead and use some fog then. Not animate corpse or advanced invisibility. There's blink, fog. There we are. Just around the immediate area. Can we get that up there? No. Okay, we're nowhere near able to fire that far, sadly. What about you? Yeah, it's going to be blocked by the trees. That's unfortunate. Alright, we're going to have to step forward then. And continue to bring this group up a little bit more. But once the main body of our skeletons are in position, this should be a lot easier for us. I could use panic, I could even use deception, but we're not going to worry too much about that one just yet. We're just going to keep moving upwards for the time being. Get everyone into position. The trees are going to be the biggest issue for us here, I think. Ultimately. And where is this archer going to step forward? Okay, take another shot, but didn't get hurt that time. Fantastic. I think if we could have... Summon fly might be useful. Let's get some flies on the battlefield. Some more creatures to soak up attacks wherever we can. Right, can you get a shot? You can't. Ah, you're so close. I'll take the shot anyway just to see if it would work, but no, sadly not. When are you going to get a turn? Okay, there we go.
One down, I think. Oh no, they're just bleeding for now. Now then, that is the Elven Archer tribal leader there. Why is Kashtanki the skeleton wolf over there? I don't know. I'm actually thinking of maybe dismounting here and allowing our wolf to get involved directly. We'll see how this plays out. I really wish I could trust you all. But I absolutely can't trust you to not kill yourselves. So, we're going to be playing it nice and slow for now. Now, can you shoot past the other skeleton? Okay, don't. So, shooting past your allies, not a thing in this, apparently. Very sad, really. Very sad indeed. But continue moving up then. There's going to be plenty of opportunity for our enemies to take a shot, but you can just move forward. We're going to get into the trees. We'll be able to then take a shot over here. Another tribal leader, interestingly. But really, we're here to deal with the unicorns. They are our focus. Now, I'm hopeful that the bees are going to get involved. Rather, the flies will get involved shortly. Poor Papa. It's probably with bad back, making it quite difficult for it to get in close. Now, I could use pacify. I don't really want to do that. I don't see there being much of a reason to. No. The shot there? No, not quite. Fair enough. We'll split up a little bit around here, I think. Oh. Skeletal warrior is crawling. Did we just get blinded? We did. Okay. We have also been shot and are now blind. Well, that is a little bit vexing. Take a shot there? No. Bloody elves and their ability to shoot through trees. Very, very unfair, if you ask me. Can I get this shot to maybe hit you? Oh, I can. Okay, I'm going to have to bear that in mind for future then. I don't think I've got direct control over the wolves. No, I don't. That's quite interesting. Well, that's going to make things a little bit more of a problem, but alright. How long on the fog? It's a little while yet. Let's continue bringing our vampire noble up towards the unicorns. Again, we only need to take out the leader to achieve the main part of our goal here. There we go. Travis Wells is destroyed. Perfect. And I don't think we're going to get a sight through there. So I'm actually going to go back onto controlling the leader only. I've spread our troops out enough, I feel, that we should be able to deal with the remainder. Hopefully. You're not actually getting involved, are you? I could go invisibility, or I could even animate corpse. Thinking about it. Sure. We'll get a couple of corpses in the fight. Now we'll make our way over to this warrior. I will use greater invisibility, or fast invisibility, just to get in nice and close. There we are, and then we should be able to take you out. There we go, perfect. Right, the archers are getting involved down here, and the floating corpses, which is glorious. We've got a couple of elves over there. I'm still on the fence on how effective being very mindful of my units is and getting involved directly and controlling them, but so far it doesn't actually seem like it's hurt, certainly. Let's get right in there. I would love fog to be available. It's not, so I will cast deception. Hopefully confuse our enemies a little bit. But ultimately, what I'm waiting for here is 2 turns to be able to use fog. Right, there we go. Let's get fog up and running. Protect our units. They can shoot out. Our enemies will have a hard time shooting in. I would hope, perhaps, not as straightforward as I initially had hoped. Maybe the fog doesn't afford as much cover as I'd hoped for. Let's get big damage bonus. I could use pacify again. Let's go for you. Try and get the attack there if I'm able. Defense bonus as well. I would really like to take you out. You've got some decent protection, but let's find out what we can do. We are not hurt, which is fantastic. How are they doing? They're not doing well at all. And there they are. They're down. Now we've got some extra corpse parts that we'll be able to make use of there. Now, is our warrior here yet? Yeah, our units are moving around relatively well. Also, the skeletons will be able to snipe the vultures, which is going to be glorious for us. Right, you're down. Let's move in. Try and take you out. The tribe of elves is destroyed. Marvellous. This is a horse spirit. Rather not really have to fight a horse spirit if I can avoid it. Really don't want to deal with a dwarf spirit, frankly. Let's continue to move out of the immediate scenario there. Our archers are doing fantastically well, I've got to be honest. Gonna have to give them credit there where it's due. But there's just so many enemies we're having to get through. All of the summons are a real pain in the bum. Is that a spirit of a dragon? I disapprove on a scale that is very difficult for me to properly express. I very much want to get over there and try and take out that unicorn if I'm able. Now I can fly over the trees. I will get some flies in there. They will distract some things, I'm hopeful. As soon as I've got a visibility, I will make my move. I'm going to drop fog there so they can't easily see me approach. Hopefully. Oh my lord, I'm getting very surrounded here. Taking quite a lot of damage, actually. Okay, pacify. Make the target friendly for a little while. Cause blindness. Let's blink. Okay. The spell didn't work. Okay, teleports to a safer location close by. Okay, there is no safe location close by, apparently. Right. Well, the rest of the team is gone. This isn't the best place for me to be. And teleportation isn't around for a little while. Let's consume that. Let's use escape. Can I use it? No. Alright, well, let's have... Oh. Where am I going to go? Let's try and get up through here if I can. I'm wounded. Your head is in better shape. Yeah, I'm healing through the ability to bite people, which is fantastic. As long as I can keep up the attacks, I may actually get through this. Ah, no. The Dark Elf Lord Spirit critically wounded. The Child Spirit curses you. Your stomach receives a deadly blow. You die. Oh, that is a shame. We managed to do quite a lot, but we just ultimately got surrounded. Oh well. It was an interesting engagement. We did actually defeat the clan, so there is not going to be any more respawning there, and we can actually pillage at least 2. So let's bring all of the bits back. We got a bunch of corpses. That was a lot of money's worth spent on Isham. But Isham, you did an amazing job there. The unicorns aren't going to recover from that. They can't. Their main source of more unicorns, their migration is now disabled. So we can either go with magic weapons, master sorcery, which may actually be useful. We can go with archery, distillation, ironworking, master necromancy, and be able to start bringing in skeletal king, slasher, juggernaut, zombie king, and bone dragon. Advanced embalming, which will give us significantly more potent balsams. For example, multi-weapon skill, multi-arms there. Could also get greater spell damage, greater ranged bonus, but I'm really tempted just to get the iron dummy, the adamantite dummy, the forge, and the furnace. I think it has to be ironworking. Ultimately, as much as I wanted, there are so many things to grab. But the main focus of our attack was to get that last little bit of skill points we needed. So let's pop down 2 iron training dummies. We're also going to want the forge. We'll stick the forge. We could make a specific forge room, I guess. We could keep this more for the embalming and potion making. It's definitely an option. And make a separate forge room just down here, for example. Sure. Let's make that a thing that happens. I think that wall may actually go through there. So instead of that, then let's dig this little area up here instead, and have something like that. I think that will make for a very nice little room. We're also going to place down hard rock right on that tile, just to flesh that out a little bit. Get an extra wooden door, I guess, down here we could make. Alternatively, I could leave that area exposed as it is. I think that should be fine. Right, the child spirit took out quite a lot of this. My lord. Did the vampire noble get taken out by the child spirit? I have no idea, but we definitely need the better armor. If we had iron armor, then that blow to the stomach might not have been the death blow that it ended up being. As you'll notice, we've done a massive amount of lumbering around there, so we've got plenty of resources for now at least. Right, I'm going to have a wooden door right here. I would like a couple of torches. Let's go with a regular torch up there, should be fine. And furthermore, I would like a furnace right there, and I would like a forge right about there. That should be perfect. Right, with that, we should be able to start making some bits and bobs. We can now make swords, we can make battle axes, but more importantly, we can make metal armor. And we've been stockpiling stupendous amounts of metal for this day. We can make iron shields, gloves, boots, helms, chain armor. We can make swords here, upgrade with one glyph. We can make adamantine. There's loads of different materials now, which is actually quite cool. I'm not sure why... Oh, to be smelted. Right. That does actually make sense. Alright, so time for us to upgrade a lot of things. And along with the enormous amount of stuff that we're making, we now definitely want some more zombie crafters. So for them, since they're not really going to be leaving, I don't know, maybe give them extra heads. Let's make 3 more zombie crafters. But the main thing is removing the permanent slowness, I think, will be the big help there. Ultimately, if we could get boosts to their abilities to craft, that would be fantastic, but that's not really something that we can work on here. I guess I could give them a melee training limit, just to give them a little bit of extra, but honestly, they shouldn't be getting into a fight, so I'm just going to give them lesser damage boosts instead. Right then, vampires, let's get to making that. How are my blind vampire nobles able to make these potions? I mean, there's lots of things you can craft if you can't see, but being able to craft potions? That feels like that's especially impressive. I'm going to be honest. Mind you, I suppose as long as they've got an incredibly keen sense of smell and the stuff they're working with has a detectable odor, I guess they would be able to identify the ingredients that way. And if they're like, you know, mixing herbs or grinding things in mortar and pestle, I guess their sense of touch would be able to cover it. But still, I feel that we really can't undersell how impressive that is. Right, let's get the extra heads, remove permanent slowness, and add some defensive boosts. Let's get those zombie artisans to work. Now with that done, we're going to need another vampire noble. That's quite sad, but oh well, here we are. Right, I want an extra head. I want telepathy. We're going to want infinite carrying limit. I will want defensive boost. And additionally, we'll get the spell training limit as well. We'll get a new vampire noble to come and help us as well. I think that would be marvelous. Do you have the ability? Let me see. Do you have the ability to permanently heal someone? Can I aim that? No. That's a shame. Maybe at some point we will get someone who can. That would be rather glorious, I'm going to be honest. Alright, well, let's get the new vampire noble made. Let's get your... where are we? Infinite carrying capacity, telepathy, extra head, defensive bonus, and spell training. There you go. That leaves us with enough corpses to make 3 new vampire warriors and their puppers to go with them. And I think that will be probably the next thing we do. We want someone who can close the distance very quickly and actually get into a fight. The skeletal archers, I'm going to be honest, they did a great job. They did a fantastic job at clearing out the enemy, and I don't think I'm going to ignore how effective they were in the future. But right now, I think I want to try a focused melee build and see what we can do with that. How's all the forging work going? Still working on the 20 iron shields. They've managed to make 10 of them so far. Well done, you. We are working through our gold stocks rather quickly, though, I will confess. Now then, our vampires may well still have the ability to bite and thus heal. And I'm going to hope for that. So, to that end, we're going to want 3 extra heads. I'm going to say. So, yep, get 3 extra heads. However, we're not going to need telepathy. We're not going to need permanent carrying capacity here. I think 3 swarming to go with their noble steeds. We're also going to want melee training limit. And let's grab defensive boost. I could add... Yeah, we'll just go with just lesser damage bonus. That should be good enough. Now, for the puppers, we're going to want swarming. That's the only thing we're going to want. There we are. We should be able to get all of that work done pretty quickly. And for the time being, Octavian the Vampire Noble... No. Evil Friend the Vampire Noble will continue their training and get better at everything they're doing. There you are. That being said, maybe I could get a pupper who can fly. That would allow our Vampire Noble to be extremely mobile. Let's go ahead and grab that. Extra wings, permanent levitation, might be useful. With that being said, extra wings on our melee units might also be useful. But bring along the puppers. Now that is a question. Do we want to bring along puppers, or do we just want to be able to fly? That is a really solid question. In fact, if we went with this, we could have 4 vampire warriors with us instead. And I think that may actually be the stronger play here. So lesser damage bonus. Oh, that's spell damage bonus. Let's get rid of that one. Defense bonus, damage bonus. There we go. All right, this is going to be an interesting party. We'll actually take a flock of vampires, a murder of vampires. I mean, that would definitely seem a little bit more appropriate, if I'm perfectly honest. All right, how's your training going on? Well, you're actually doing okay. You're up to 4 there. That's not bad at all. How many more balsams have we got to go? We've got quite a few. And we're now working on the boots. Marvelous. Okay, I shall bring you back when we're ready to form our new squad. Okay, we've got all the bombs we've got. I sent a vampire noble out to kill a crow that had been buzzing around outside in order to get the final corpse we needed. And now it's time for us to set up our vampire warriors. So we are going to have 4 vampire warriors. They are going to have extra heads, defense boosts, lesser damage bonus, extra wings, and melee training limit. They're going to be very, very capable individuals. Hopefully. We'll see how this goes. Alright, there we are. Get to work, vampires. Go forth. Make your kin. That's really fitting, actually, in many ways. Only you would usually involve living people as part of the process. Nevertheless, we're good with this. How are we going with the preparations with the armor? Actually going quite well in that regard. Very, very nice indeed. Alright, let's get the last bit done. We will see them immediately heading out. There we are. Are you heading off to grab some stuff? Large and made of rotting flesh with 2 wings and 2 heads. That's kind of rude, but sure. Of bleeding, fantastic. Alright, can't see the dark, resistant to ranged, undead. Under creatures don't take regular damage and need to be killed by chopping up or using fire. Vulnerable to sunlight, however. So we are going to have to stay very close at all times to our vampire noble. it is going to be imperative that we go out at night and that we basically cluster. We can't just allow them to spread out. However, that being said, they will be, once we're at a location we can, like, you know, take the reins off, and as long as they can get back to the noble, or the noble can get to them in time, then it should be fine. Right, they are going to very quickly level up, I hope. Let's have a quick look. Oh, actually, 0.67. But they're going to be able to go all the way up to a level 7, I believe. We have a look at the training dummies. This has, yeah, a level... so they'll be able to get a bonus of 7 to their damage. I don't believe it is a bonus to their defense. It might be, though. But I'm fairly certain it's mostly going to be a bonus to their overall damage. And then parry prevents defense penalty from being surrounded. Ah, that is likely the result of the shield. Very, very nice indeed. Okay, well, I'm going to allow everyone to do their thing. I was a little bit sad that Isham wasn't able to use the escape scroll. Like, literally why I gave it to them, but it seems that it probably couldn't find a viable location nearby for them to escape to and get out of the way of the oncoming death. What are you equipped with? You're just equipped with a regular club. No. We want all of our vampire warriors to have pretty good weapons. We will give you Ferdinand, the vampire warrior, will have the battle axe. Can't give you any bows, but that's fine. Have we got any really good iron shields? No, we don't. Well, oh, actually, let me... Yeah, no, you can have that one. Oh! Ah, of course. Battle axe. A single-handed weapon, of course. Sorry, a double-handed weapon. Right, so I can't have it with the shield. Have we got any decent helms? We've got one level 3 helm. Sure, you can have that one then. Gloves +2. Armor hasn't yet been made, so, you know, you can equip what you want. But we really need to get to jewelry making. I had completely missed the trick there. The fact that having 2 heads gives 2 necks, thus 2 necklaces. That is going to be a big, big help, actually. But I think that's where we're going to be wrapping up this episode. We managed to get a little bit more progress in that we are now working with iron. The next option for us would either be advanced embalming. That would also come with the ability of giving greater defense bonus and damage bonus. But also, does this one have the extra arms multi-weapon skill boost? That is tempting. We could give vampires with 4 arms and wings. So we would basically make them vampire spiders. 2 legs, 4 arms, 2 wings. Perfect. Because our vampires aren't ones that you know, just kind of develop wing tissue, you know, underneath one of their existing arms. It doesn't just fold out. No, they've got another set of limbs jutting out of their back, to which those wings are attached. But that is going to be it for now. I really do hope you've enjoyed. In the next engagement, we will probably take our time getting into position, but then I'm just going to let loose the dogs of war and see what kind of damage they can do. We will still clear up the unicorn area. There's a lot of corpses over there, and also a lot of equipment that I would like to bring back, and we'll hopefully be able to get that cleaned up, and then maybe even head down into the ant hive, or go and collect all of the loot that is just in the cave next to our gnomish allies. One way or the other, it should be fairly action-packed, assuming that our first group doesn't immediately die, because we're hemorrhaging gold making all of these balsams. Yeah, we need to get a better source of money. Maybe a little bit more mining as well is in order. But that is going to be it from me. So thank you ever so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next. But until then, and as always, do take care, everyone.